Hello everyone, welcome to our capstone group presentation. Our topic is integration of multiple services using application programming interface, which means API. We are basically developing an e-commerce application and we are from group C5. So our mentor is Muhammad Monirujjaman sir, Assistant Professor, United International University, and our course teacher Abu Shafin Muhammad Mahdi Jamil sir, Assistant Professor, United International University. So we are total 5 members in this group, and now we are moving on to our index page. The first thing in today's presentation, we will see the introduction part. Next step is the problem statement, followed by project purpose, related work. The most important part is software requirement specification, SRS, impacts and constraints, then standards and project timeline and work division. So about the introduction, an application programming interface means a set of functions which includes so many types of protocols and tools for building softwares, and the building of software is like software blocks, which is used for communication among various components by following building blocks. All enterprise these days have multiple applications. These applications are used to keep a record of key data, business logic and business data. The web API gateway is the exposure point. Here we can see a figure which is showing API gateway style, where API gateway is the entry point which is connected with microservices. These microservices are connected with the API gateway using microservice API, and the user group actually access this application through application API. Now let's come to the problem statement. Problem statement is the most important part of the project because we are solving a problem through this project. In Bangladesh, there are mainly two types of e-commerce application. First one is integrated system and second one is coding based system. In coding based system, the main problem is it's less flexible and harder to correct in one part. In the back end of a web application, there are so many services. These services are really complex. Without API, we have to build those services in real time, which is really costly, and it also increases the development time. Using APIs expose the server side, which means the back end, and it also exposes the business logic and data. API facilitates direct access to the functionality provided by website. It also leverages third-party efforts to add value to existing services. Now, come on to the project purpose. We are serving some selected purpose through this project. So, the purpose of our project is developing an API-based e-commerce application, expose services to other application services like order management, pricing information, catalog content, customer profile data, can be exchanged between various applications. Using APIs outside e-commerce like Facebook platform, growing business. It is explicitly useful to bring transactional capabilities to any user touchpoint. Mobile, social, in-store, connected device, internal applications for use by the business. Some e-commerce aim to monetize their content and services by offering public or semi-public APIs. For example, Amazon Web Services is a cloud computing product where you pay only for the service you need. PayPal offers a direct payment API for merchants that don't want to send customers to PayPal branded interface. So this is my part. I have done my presentation. Now my fellow teammate Nupa will continue from rest of the part.
Everyone,
Thank you.
I am Nupa Islam and now I will start from here. E-commerce system can have different sort of API. We have studied some API, and first one is Amazon Affiliate API. Affiliate API means sharing product info. Then we have Flipkart Affiliate API. It allows only registered users. Then we have Shipware API. It provides inventory checking, updating orders. Then we have UPS Shipping API. It provides developer kit which includes a developer guide that explains how to integrate and code UPS functionality. Then we have Semantics 3 API. It allows users to access e-commerce product database through simple queries. Then we have Social Proof API. Nowadays, e-commerce sites are connected with social sites. People always give feedback in social media. Then we have PayPal API. PayPal offers REST APIs for new integrations. Then we have Amazon Pay API. It helps you to process payments for purchases made by buyers on your website using Amazon Pay service. Then we have Payza API. It provides the developer interface for interacting with this platform. Okay. Then we need for integrating multiple services, we will need a platform. Existing platform can be Shopify or WooCommerce. Then we will see the comparison between Shopify and WooCommerce. In Shopify, search engine optimization is good, and in WooCommerce, search engine optimization is most powerful. Shopify is a subscription-based tool, and WooCommerce is a free WordPress plugin. Then we can use Shopify both online and offline using Shopify's point of sale kit. Then WooCommerce, we can use it online only. For Shopify, it can support multiple APIs, and WooCommerce doesn't support multiple APIs. Now we will see the overview of system requirement specification. It expresses the project plan, and it also expresses the estimation, project risk, and complex engineering decisions. For this, we will follow REST API method. Now we will see the purpose of software requirement specifications. It provides a realistic basis for integrating, estimating product cost and risk. It gives stakeholder and developer a bit better overview about the workflow of the system. My part is done. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Shukona Shah and I will talk about now scope. In our system, integration of e-commerce will be cheap and less time consuming. We would like to integrate different APIs in one single platform. Then goals. Our goal is to develop a functional e-commerce application, reduce the development time, use payment gateway, and connect our application with Shopify platform. Then functionality. It is important how our application will perform. User can check their information. There will be a promotion and discount tool. There will be a management to manage the content. User will able to search in less time. They can report for any problem, and our application will be integrated in social media. Here is the use case diagram. There are 4 actors: customers, payment verification, shipping agent, and admin. Customer have to register first. After login, they can take any service. They can share product review to social media. They can search product, view their cart, add product to Shopify cart, and update their information. Shipping agent can update the product and status of the product. Admin can check the inventory. They can make the sales reports and analytics. Admin can also share product to social media. Now, payment verification actor will verify the payment and customer will check it out. Here is the non-functional requirements of our system. The first one is system properties. Our system will be run in Linux server. It will have UI design using HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Node.js based functioning system. Second one is storage requirement. Our application will run on DigitalOcean server with 1 GB memory, 1 unit of virtual CPU, 25 GB of SSD disk. Third is accessibility. The system will be accessible from desktop or laptop device. Last one is availability. Any user can get access in 24/7. Then here comes the most challenging part of our project, which is complex engineering decision. We choose Node.js for development. Now, why we choose this? Node.js uses asynchronous programming. It allows multiple things to happen at the same time. Second is we choose DigitalOcean for server. We have 2 options, DigitalOcean and Google Cloud. First of all, DigitalOcean is cheaper than Google Cloud and it allows more functions or features than Google Cloud. It uses solid state drive, which is SSD, global image transfer, DNS management, and many other advantages over Google Cloud. Second, we use Droplet. Alternative of Droplet can be localhost, but it gives virtual environment which can be accessed from worldwide at any time. Then we choose Shopify platform over WooCommerce. We choose Shopify because it allows to integrate APIs. It provides REST admin API. Then we choose REST API over Web API because it has hypermedia user interface, independent evaluation of CNS, and uniform interface. Lastly, for database, we choose MongoDB over MySQL. It represents data as JSON format, uses object query, and does not need to define schema.
Hello everyone, I am Preetilata Choudhury from Capstone Project. This is week 11 of Capstone Project. Now I will discuss about impacts and constraints. Impacts. There are 4 types of impacts. First of all, economic impact. All services are ready, so have to just call API functions which work both client and server. It saves our cost. Second is environmental impact. If we use high level API, then it will emit a lot of carbon dioxide because it takes too much time and heat. Third is ethical. We cannot use others' API without their permission. We have to focus on the services areas where the API have to work perfectly. Fourth is social. We will try to help customers that they can take services without any hassle. Now, constraints. There are 2 types of constraints. First is political. We have not found this type of constraints yet. Last one is sustainability. We will develop a project considering accidental causes like without authentication no one can log in. That's all from this week. Thank you.
Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. I am Azmeri Sultana. This is week 11. In this week, I have worked in report part. I have written compliance with standard. We have to maintain certain laws, policies, terms, and regulations. In this present world, information code is available. This information fetching legally and permitted code function transparency is highly followed. There have different type of standard in our project. First one is technological standards. We use JavaScript, Node.js for our programming language, LaTeX, HTML for markup language. We use Shopify, Nangrok software, and we also use DigitalOcean server in our project. The next one is ethical standard. PCI compliance is mandatory for all business and organization. The protection of online consumer right and trademark carries reputation and reinforce long-term relationship with the buyers. License. When we develop a project, we use many software, resources, and platform. In this case, we needed license. Safety. Safety is most important part of every project. We have to ensure security of the software so that there would be no data leaks. This is our project timeline. There we show what we do every week. That's all about my part.